General Robert Abrams commands the Army's largest unit, Army Forces Command, which is responsible for nearly all of its combat units. So here at the symposium, Defense News Land Warfare reporter Jen Judson sat down with him to talk about how his command is working to integrate new equipment being put into the field. Here's a look at part of that interview.
Obviously, the big topic at the show is the Army Futures Command. You are also in command of a 4-star command that is very important. And so I wanted to get a sense from you how your command is going to work with this new command, what your relationship will be like.
So let me start by saying the 3 Army major commands, Army Materiel Command, Training and Doctrine Command, and Forces Command today operate very, very closely together. So with the creation of Army Futures Command as another Army Major Command, I don't, based on what I've seen so far in the draft organizational designs and concepts that we've all been a participant in, as this thing has been, initial mission analysis, course of action development, course of action refinement, course of action, more analysis. So we've all of us have been participants in that. I don't think the creation is not going to directly affect, anything inside Forces Command, but it will be another major command that we will all be integrated with, and there'll be times where we are supporting them, we're in direct support of them, and vice versa. So, I think this is a long overdue change. As you've heard many of our senior leaders say, that we really didn't have one entity with the rose pinned on to really think about the future, the deep future, and to prepare us, principally materiel-wise, to get us ready for the future.
So with the Army Futures Command focused on modernization priorities, they've talked a lot about getting capability out into soldiers' hands immediately, as quickly as possible, over time. How does Army Forces Command play into that process and actually getting things out into the right unit?
Yeah. So the biggest thing that we're going to be able to do is today. After the AUSA in October, we created the 8 cross-functional teams that are aligned with the 6 priorities. Each of those cross-functional teams, what we've done is we want to part of the entire change is to get some things, try it out, experiment with it, and as you've heard say, if you're going to fail early. We've got to get that. That means we got to get it in the hands of soldiers early, so that they can tinker with it. We've got our soldiers today, this generation, they've got great intelligence. They've got a great spirit of innovation. They're unbelievably technologically savvy. And so they're very comfortable with this. And so when you put it in the hands of them, they'll think of things that either whoever developed the equipment said, well, I actually never thought about that application. I didn't anticipate that application. Or, oh, I didn't realize that would be such a problem. Moving a switch from one side to the other. Simple things, right? So the key for us is to provide an avenue to put it in the hands of soldiers early. So what we've done is we have aligned each of the corps against those cross-functional teams. And then I've authorized direct liaison between the CFT and those respective corps and divisions to gain access. So that when the CFT says, hey, in 3 weeks we need 10 soldiers, we want to try out this new piece of kit, we got some new night vision goggles, can we take them up to New Hampshire, we want to do it under cold weather conditions, yep, sure. So that direct coordination. And we've got some established business rules for, thresholds for duration and what size unit. It'd be very disruptive to say I need a battalion 3 weeks from now, because the battalions all have, they've got other things on their training calendars. But we're not hitting our total stride yet across all 8 CFTs, and so these are things that we can do. It's really about providing the access to the CFT to get that soldier feedback immediately.